Hello, people. What's going on, people? Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the channel, people. Thank you for joining. Welcome to Riley's World. Ah, football, football. Transfer window is up and running, people. Yeah, man, transfer window is up and running. But guess what? We hardly see any transfer going in the Arsenal direction. So we are keeping our fingers, toes, and everything crossed just to make sure, say, we can have some little light, you know what I mean? Some light can shine our way and we can get some proper transfer business done. You know? We have not been able to get the things them done that we wanted to get done. We're not able to get no transfer like that. Well, we have Zalis. Christopher Zalis was confirmed today. You know what I mean? Thank God Zalis was confirmed today. Yeah, as I'm saying, thank God Zalis was confirmed today. It's just like, it seems like that kind of give well like a peace of mind in our brain. You know, to make we know, say, yo, Arsenal still in the transfer business. You know what I mean? Them still are going with themselves a little bit. You know what I mean? Big up Toxic. Big up Toxic. Yeah, man, Wagwan Toxic. So, yeah, that's the whole situation with Wagwan panel transfer front. I can tell you this much. We may not be signing players, but that doesn't mean that we're not linked with everybody. You know, we're linked with everybody who can play football, you know, and we have been linked with some expensive target too. So we're not just linked with target that are don't have the price tag on them. You know what I mean? We're linked with some heavy target. But it just seemed to me like once Arsenal enter the conversation for a player, automatically that price just get ridiculous. You get me, I say? Yeah, man, automatically that price just get ridiculous, and it's just unattainable. You get me, I say? It's just unattainable. Arsenal make some money last season, and it's widely known. You understand me? But Arsenal are the kind of club where I go shuffle out money just like that, just because. You know what I mean? We see that with the Morgan Rogers deal, fall through, because we will not be bullied in the market to pay what we don't want to pay. Understandable. Everybody have a valid price. You get me? And Arsenal is just willing to pay the price that they think is reasonable for such man. You know what I mean? For such player. Right? As I mentioned earlier on, the Christopher Zalis deal wrap up. It's a bargain deal. It is a bargain deal. When I look at Christopher Zalis, I see so much players. I see two specific players. A lot of people compare him with Trossard, you know, and recently I've seen the comparison a little bit with Alexis Sanchez. You know what I mean? But don't you guys think that him kind of a little bit similar to Cazorla too? You get me? Just look at that type. Look at that wing position. You know what I mean? That wing position is, we always have a similar kind of profile player over on that wing position. You know what I mean? Always have a similar. We're talking about Santi. We're talking about Trossard. You know, we're talking about Zalis. You know what I mean? We always have some type of them kind of maverick looking type of player over on that left side of the field. You get me? Toxic say we got to spend wisely. Yeah, we do got to spend wisely, you know what I mean? Because we can't afford our club to be run down, you know what I mean, and mismanaged funds wise, like them at a bomb club. You understand me? And even though we want money to spend, we do want money to spend because we want to create history with Arteta and this current generation. You know what I mean? We've never won back-to-back Premier League, people. We all know that. We never win back-to-back Premier League. You get me? And the fact that we never win back-to-back Premier League is something that we would like to do. Would have very, very much love to win this Premier League back-to-back. For the first time in our history. You know what I mean? We also would have very love to win the Champions League. We never win that either. You get me? So, another thing is we have ambition to get done. Would I like to get it done? You understand? So we can move on from that chapter and start build up them trophy them on a different level. You get me? But we have to start with proper transfer business first. We have to start with some proper transfer business. And we have not been able to do much in the transfer business. We sell one player, we bring one player in. There's so much players at the club that need to go. You know what I mean? I didn't even remember that Reece Nelson was still a part of Arsenal setup. I didn't even remember that Vieira was still at Arsenal. You get me? And we still have the likes of Gabriel Jesus. We still have the likes of Nogard. You know what I'm saying? So we have to get popping. We have to get moving. We have to start shuffling out players so we can shuffle in players because Arsenal seem like them in this kind of system situation where one in, one out. They let go one in by one. You know what I mean? That seems to be the order of the deal right now with our club. You get me? But I don't know how we're being linked to so much persons and always how we're going to improve our squad when we not even have players in or out. You get me? So what's the deal with that? What is the deal with that? You understand what I'm saying? We're trying to fix the mishaps that we had in previous years. You get me? Where we failed to capitalize on progress that we have made. Right? The progress that we have made is after 22 years, we have won the league, and we would like to retain it, something that has never done before. So yeah, but we have yet to make that make sense, so to speak. You know what I mean? We have yet to make that make sense because here we are, right? Here we are doing what? You know what I mean? Yeah, here we are doing what? Just got a report coming in, and yeah, we can talk this start. FSC Extra, Julian Alvarez's most likely destination is Arsenal. Let's see. As I always keep on mentioning, something got to give. There's something going on in this Julian Alvarez Arsenal situation that we probably don't know about. You understand what I'm saying? There's something going on that we don't know about. Because at the end of the day, why is it that Arsenal is just tend to be lingering around on a player that have a different destination? You know what I mean? In them brain that they want to go. We're not them first choice, but yet still, we won't leave them alone. Right? And I mentioned to people over and over, Berta was the one that signed him. So obvious Berta knows something that we don't know. And that's the reason why we still see the lingering going on. You know what I'm saying? So let us see how this one gonna play out. And let us see. You get me? I definitely would like to see Julian Alvarez at the club. You know what I mean? If it can happen. Just for the mere fact that we definitely want that elite player. You know what I mean? That's been eluding us. we need the profile to go forward. And Julian Alvarez fit the profile. You understand what I say? What we are trying to get to go forward. So, like we see, if we're going to manage to mess that up or get it done. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let me know what you guys think. You know what I mean? Let me know what you guys think. Let me know who else you guys see that Arsenal could have on the radar to bring in. You know what I mean? That can put this club in a different dimension as far as football is concerned and just making sense to help us lift our title or regain our title going forward. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let us see how that pans out. It's been crazy. Transfer window been crazy. You know what I mean? Pretty much almost a dead transfer window, man. When you see everybody does that, do things wrong you and nothing not too going for you, it's just crazy. Bruno Guimaraes is there. Bruno Guimaraes is there. Arsenal is set to make some kind of they call it some kind of $70 million bid fee. You know what I mean? How true that is, not really know. You know what I mean? I don't know. Toxic said I keep seeing that it would be a trade though, Gyökeres versus Alvarez. Yeah, I keep seeing that going around as well. You get me? I keep seeing that going around as well. But do we really want to do that? You get what I'm saying? Do we really want to do that? Because Victor Gyökeres is a player that fought tooth and nail to be here with me. You know what I mean? And fight tooth and nail to be here with me. Give up all some of my own salary just to make sure say this happen. You get me? And for us to push him out after one season, just like that. You know what I mean? It's kind of mad. You get what I say? Yeah, it's kind of mad. So, I don't know. Let us see if that will happen or not. It's a good trade. Not gonna lie, it's a good trade. But we will be trading a person that wants to be here for a person that actually don't want to be here. You know what I mean? So it kind of no balance. Yeah, it kind of no balance. But we have to wait and see. I trust the board. I trust Arsenal to give us some proper signing. You know what I mean? I trust that there are plans in place to counter them setback here that was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And obviously they're not panicking, even though the fan base is kind of a little bit of panic attack. The club is not panicking, and that means that they must have plan B. You know what I mean? Must have plan B. I keep on mentioning that last season, it's the same situation with the transfer. The transfer never happened right away. The transfer never happened early. You know what I mean? The transfer happened down in the transfer window. You get me? Down in the transfer window. But seeing everybody buying their players and having them for pre-season and stuff like that, you know what I mean? It caused us to get into that panic mode, you know what I mean? But we're trying to hold on and pushing the panic button right now. You know what I mean? We're trying to hold on a little bit longer. to save. You know what I mean? Stuff going to happen. You know what I mean? Movements going to happen our direction. So we're trying all on as a fan base, but as I mentioned before, it's not pretty. You know what I mean? It's not pretty out there because we want to make sure that we retain the title that we win. You know what I mean? And we not really want to know say them little club catch up our way after one season. We don't want to pull off a Liverpool. You get me? No, we don't want to do that Liverpool something there where we win the league and then disappear. No, we want to stay relevant. You know what I mean? And we want to stay upon top. And in order to do that, we have to make signings. And we have to make proper signings, not just signings. We have to make proper signings. You understand? And I'm not too hurt by the Morgan Rogers signing. Keep on mentioning that to people. I never really wanted Morgan Rogers as a left winger. I think we have way better left wingers out there that we can get to fill that left wing position. You know, Morgan Rogers is just whatever system Arteta see that he wanted Rogers to play. You get me? I don't know. You know what I mean? But I want a proper left winger for that left side position. You know what I mean? Just like how Saka is a proper right winger, we want a Saka pretty much over on the other side. So when these people, any side at all where the ball is all them see is problem. All them see is problem. You understand me? Yeah. Christopher Zallis seems to be a unique player. You know what I mean? Him have drive, him have determination. Him is a straightforward kind of footballer. You know what I mean? Him direct. Get me? Him like to drive at people. Him have a nice curling shot on him. You know what I mean? Favorite part of the goal is that far corner. You understand? So him have certain things in him locker that we can look forward to. You get me? And I'm not gonna be like them regular people where write off Christopher Zallis because he's not a $100 million signing. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be one of them. You get me? I look at his profile, and yes, you can say that he's coming from the Belgium League, and the Belgium League is not all of that. And rare, and te. You know what I mean? But plenty of players come from the Belgium League. I don't even know which league Kabashkala come from. I look at him now. You know what I mean? If we're getting him for 40 million when he was just leaving there, we probably would have said no. I would have bought him for 150 right now. You get me? These clubs that are not these clubs that are not in the big six are these not so big clubs. They're the ones that are finding the gem for a little bit of nothing. They're finding the gems for 20 mil, 25 mil, 15 mil. You know what I mean? They groom them for one season. These players come from those same league that we're looking down on right now. And they came in the Premier or the Spanish league, or wherever they come and they make a statement. You know what I mean? And then big club like Arsenal and the rest of them pop up and then try to buy them for a arm and a leg. And everybody seemed cool with that. Everybody seemed cool with that. You know, but nobody remember that these players was in a league that is considered as not such a good league last season. You know what I mean? Look at Krupe. Look at Jonah Krupe. You know what I mean? How much they buy him for? How much they start? Oh, if he's gonna be sold, how much he's gonna be sold for now? You get me? So I think we should ease up on the. I know that we should ease up and trust the recruitment. You know what I mean? Trust the recruitment because if we're recruiting talents, that's what they are now. We're recruiting talents. You know what I mean? Some of these talents are hidden gems. You get me? Some of them are hidden gems. Some of them just waiting on the right club to explode. You know, and for some reason I feel like Zalis is one of those. Yeah, you have such thing as late bloomer, and Zalis is just probably a late bloomer. You get me? Zalis is just probably a late bloomer. Just like Victor Yakares. You know what I mean? Zalis right now at the age of what, 23? I think 24. I think he played almost 5 different league already. So he's been around. He's been around. He went around to get him experience. You know what I mean? And I feel like he did it right now. You know what I mean? It's probably there right now. It's probably the perfect time for him to join a club like Arsenal. So he can get to develop and get to learn more and go further with his career. So it's probably at the right place right now for him. And as fans, man, we should give him a little bit of a leeway. We should make sure say we back him. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, he's done an Arsenal player already as well. You know what I mean? He's already an Arsenal player and signed the thing. You know, even back in the days when we used to tell when them Billy Sang who look at to sign the thing, yeah man. Sally signed the thing and the thing was all he wanted. He only wanted Arsenal. People come knocking and then turn them away and turn them and say, yo, him away pan the Premier League champions. Yeah man. Big up Jigga in the building. Bro, preseason is starting in a week. Still no marquee signing. Yet with the injuries we have, it's tricky for me. Hey, I understand the concern about the preseason. No joke. You know what I mean? Preseason is where you get the bond with your teammates, especially if you're new players. Preseason is where you get to learn your tactics, you know what I mean, and all of those stuff. So you can know how to execute when the league start. And it sucks that we have not yet buy the players that we said we were going to buy. You know what I mean? It does suck that we haven't done that yet. And the player that we buy right now is a player that we took a chance at because of the bargain price and the numbers. Remember, the football is a number game now. Football, sorry, football is a numbers game, and this kid number is showing. This kid number is off the chart. That's the reason why y'all wanted Victor Yakares. Now remember, good Chiga. That's the reason why y'all wanted Victor Yakares, because of Victor Yakares' numbers. You know what I mean? Because of the numbers that he was pushing, y'all said he was an elite striker. And you want somebody that's ready to do it. No. You know what I mean? So it's a numbers game. So I will not yet, as I said, right off Christopher Zales as not a marquee signing. You know what I mean? It reminds me so much of a couple players where we had Trossard, 1, Alex Sanchez, 2, you know what I mean? And a little bit of Cazorla, 3. You know what I mean? So it might just come good and make it happen. It might just come good and make it happen. So, make we see. We still do agree that we need to make these marquee signings that we've been flirting with. We've been flirting with a lot of people. You know what I mean? A lot of people. And this flirting kind of get the selling club irritated. You know what I mean? Why can't Arsenal just be like them regular club and just go buy what you want? Just go shop and buy what you want, man. Why we can't do that? Huh? Why can't we do that? Go to the shop and buy what we want. That's what we need to do. You get me? Yeah, man, that's what we need to do. But for some reason, we not get that done at all. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that kind of worried to me. It really does kind of worry to me. Jigga says Zali's number is good. I agree there. Yeah, and as I said, it's a numbers game. You get me? And when you're playing a numbers game, numbers don't lie. You get me? 1 and 1 are going to equal 1 plus 1 is going to equal 2. That's a facts. You get me? So we have to give him the time of day, just like we gave Victor Yakares the same time of day. that we give Victor Yackers, we have to give Salis. I mean, like, me never really give Victor Yackers that time of day still until we in at the last, to be honest. You know what I mean? But I'm learning, that's the thing. I'm learning to understand that, guess what? You have to give and take. You have to give and take. You get me? As I said before, if Brighton they buy this player and turn him in a world-class player next year, we would have been looking at this player and paying $100 million for him. Yeah. We would have been paying $100 million for this player if it was a situation where Brighton had bought this player. You get me? So yeah, we have to understand the aspect behind how it works. It's a hit and miss. It is a hit and miss, and we have to understand that part of the situation. You get me? Arsenal are stingy when it comes to spending, bro. These merch is very expensive. Tickets price are up, still they won't spend. You remember when the season ended, they said Arsenal made a lot of money. Where is the money? Well, they didn't say Arsenal make a lot of money. They said Arsenal did make a lot of money. They did say Arsenal make a lot of money. You know what I mean? Arsenal bring in the most revenue in the Premier League history, I think. That's what they said. So it wasn't just a lot of money. It was a shitload of money. You know what I'm saying? It was quite a few money. Yeah, we have sponsorship, we have new sponsorship and all of that. You know what I mean? I don't think, to be honest with you though, let's reason this out. I don't think Arsenal is scared to spend. You know what I mean? I do not think that Arsenal is scared to spend. We see that with Declan Rice, that Arsenal is not scared to spend. You get me? I just think that Arsenal don't want to spend or overspend. Them don't want nobody hold them at ransom. You know what I mean? To buy a player that they don't think is worth the price tag. Remember, you know, when Manchester City bid for Declan Rice, Arsenal bid again. Manchester City bid again, Arsenal bid again. You know what I mean? Until Manchester City walk away. So once Arsenal see the value for the money, they're going to do the damn thing. You know what I mean? And I personally don't think that Morgan Rogers' value was valid for money. You know what I mean? I don't think that Morgan Rogers was valid for money. As I said, Chelsea can talk all they want to talk. Chelsea was never, ever Morgan Rogers' destination. It's a situation where Chelsea put 117 million on the table. Aston Villa asked Arsenal to match it. Arsenal walk away, and they let Morgan Rogers know, say, is either you go Chelsea or you going to stay at Villa. You know what I mean? And Chelsea is a bigger club than Aston Villa in spite of whatever happened last season. You get me? So he chose to leave to go Aston Villa. Plus, there are some perks that come with that though. There are some perks that come with that. The perks that come with that is what? He is now the most expensive English player. Who don't want that? Who would not want to have that? You know what I mean? Of course. Of course. So, understandable. It's a money-making thing. And not all the time you can get what you want in football. And in that case, he didn't get what he wanted. My thing is this. He should have never make Chelsea give that stupid script there for read out. But Chelsea is the biggest club in London. Come on, man. But when I look at the Rodgers Chelsea situation and Arsenal, you know what I mean? It kind of looks similar to the Alvarez Barcelona Arsenal situation right now, where Alvarez won Barcelona, right? The club, it kind of a little bit different too, because the club is actually not willing to sell to Barcelona. You know, I respect Atletico Madrid for that, you know. Yeah, man, I have mad respect to Atletico Madrid for that, because guess what? Atletico Madrid, this side said they're not straighten the repairable. And it makes sense, because Atletico Madrid cannot win the league already. Them cannot win the league already. You know what I mean? And then you're going to take one of the deadly striker in a football right now and go give to one of your rivals to make them become stronger. That would have been nonsense. You know what I mean? That would have been nonsense. So, my respect goes out to Atletico for hold firm. Can they hold firm for the entire season? Don't know. Don't know. You know what I mean? But Barcelona has told Atletico that they're not willing to wait forever for a decision if they're going to sell Athletic Alvarez or not. I don't even know why, because Atletico, I've already informed them that they're not selling Julian Alvarez to them. Period. You get me? So, yeah. That's what you call a standoff. Nah, sell to you, no matter what price. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's how you know Atletico have ambition. They have the dream of winning La Liga. They do have dream of winning La Liga. Because if you never have a dream of winning La Liga, you'd have take the money. You'd have take the money. But you choose not to take the money because you giving Barcelona La Liga, Alvarez. It's like you almost giving them La Liga. You know what I mean? And with Barcelona being so strong, and then you have Real Madrid being so strong, where does that left them? Where does that left them? Toxic said the deadline for transfer is September 1st. Toxic is still there, but getting players before preseason is always good. But when have we ever got players before preseason, though? Let's be real. When have we ever gotten the players before preseason? We didn't. You know what I mean? I think Gyökeres came on the last game. You know what I mean? The last game. He flew in on the last game. I think he was signed the game before the last preseason game. We have not started playing one preseason game yet. So we're still pretty much in a good condition. We're still in a good condition, man, because we're not start playing that one preseason game yet. You get me? Yeah. We still have time. As I say, yeah, we still have time. Plenty time still. We still have plenty time. And I promise you guys, remember, I'm always a positive one. I'm not just positive blindly. I'm not a positive blind. I'm not follow blindly. You know what I mean? I follow based on previous results. And previous results have shown that Arsenal will get it right. When it matters, Arsenal will get it right. You understand me? And I know something huge coming. Something huge coming, man. Something huge coming. Y'all just watch. Something coming big. You know what I mean? Might be a Julian Alvarez. Might be a Julian Alvarez. So if we get a Julian Alvarez, isn't the Rodgers deal going to look like it was just a planting all along? Because Julian Alvarez now going to be that left forward. You know what I mean? My thing is, I don't like this idea of the swap deal that they're talking about. I don't like the swap deal situation there. You know what I mean? Don't like the swap deal situation there. Why would you want to swap Victor Gyökeres? You know what I mean? For Julian. You already have an elite defense. Look at the defense we have. Defense we have solid like a rock. When Bruno joins it, it's going to be worse. What we need to do is we need to catch up the attack. Put them on par with the defense. That's what we need to do, you know. We need to put the attack on par with the defense. You know what I mean? And make it work. You get me? Sure, it would be nice. I guess this would be tests for the second string players. Meanwhile, it's always like that. You know what I mean? This is where the 1 year is and the Dowman, you know what I mean? The Reece Nelson gonna put himself in the transfer market because I can't believe Reece Nelson still at Arsenal. You know, the Patrick Vieira just keeping himself fit. You know what I mean? I say Patrick Vieira. It's not Patrick Vieira. Yeah, but Vieira keeping himself fit. You know what I mean? Until a club come take him. You get me? Yeah, put himself in the market, see him, because these preseason, clubs still are watching for buy, you know. Club still wants your sharp is, you know what I mean? What the level you're upon. Club still trying to view all of these things. Just, you know what I mean? So they can make a decision on it. I think it's Hamburg or Stuttgart. That's where Vieira was. They're trying to buy him. You know what I mean? But I think they want to give them like pennies. You know what I mean? I think Berta was brought in so Arsenal stop taking pennies for player and start taking pounds. You understand what I say? Yeah, man, you can't keep on take penny for your player then. Start taking pounds. You know what I mean? Giga says sell Alvarez and bring in Alvarez. I can agree with that, to be honest. As much as I love Alvarez, I can really agree with that because guess what? We have a player like Alvarez. You know what I mean? He's a very intelligent player. He's a very, very good player and the player to have. Very, very handy player to have. You know what I mean? But sometimes you have to make tough decisions. Arteta talk about this tough decision when he lose the Champions League, you know. Instead of going to make some tough decisions. We don't see no tough decision make yet. We all know that Trossard was going to leave. We all know. What, the tough decision that you're talking about is Victor Gyökeres? Because that's a tough decision, not going to lie. If you swap Victor Gyökeres for Kai Havertz, that's cold. You know what I mean? That's a cold, tough decision, not just a tough one. You get me? Yeah. Gyökeres offers something different in our attack. Yeah, I kind of get like Gyökeres in our attack now. Yeah, I know say I was not fan. You know what I mean? But in sure, very, very good progress over the course of the time. You know what I mean? Big up Glassy 17 said Arsenal need a player like Garnacho. You is not an Arsenal fan, you know. You is not an Arsenal fan, I can tell that. Yeah, man. You more sound like he's a Chelsea fan, or a Liverpool fan, or a Man U fan. One of them. But you is not an Arsenal fan. If you were going to tell we say we did a Garnacho kind of player, or Haaland, you is not an Arsenal fan. Talk truth. Talk it truth. Which team you support? Glassy, which team you support? Put it in the chat. I will prove myself right. As no Arsenal fan that he would take a second look at Garnacho. You know what I mean? Not even a little bit. Did you just mention Garnacho? Yeah, the man mentioned Garnacho. The man said Arsenal need a player like Garnacho. To do what? To do what? Nah, lie, dread. Disrespect. Disrespect, Gashi. Disrespect, star. Yeah, but anyway, Garnacho gonna yeah, man, him something, man. Something. He man not Arsenal fan. You know what I mean? He man not Arsenal fan at all. What team you support, Glassy? Let us know what team you like, man. Tottenham. See that rotted. Me thinking it belong to a big team, you know. I thought you belong to a big team, man. But we should have known say neighbors are troll. I thought you belong to a big team. But anyway, big up Eddie himself. Big up Eddie himself. Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for stopping in. You know what I mean? And I guess I read the title. Yeah, man, you read the title. And you come with the banter. Yeah, man, you read the title, man. You come with the banter. I like it. I like it. Don't worry, people. Remember, I said the banter channel is in the night. It normally mad. It normally hot. So when the league start, it gonna be back. You get me? This is the build up to it. We get in there. We will give Gray and Bergville for 70 mil both. Now, man, we good, man. We ain't doing no more charity. We finished charity now. You get me? Yeah, man. Arsenal is no longer a charity club, man. No, we don't do that charity something now. We're the Premier League champions, you know, bro. Yeah, man, we're the Premier League champions. But look, on Tottenham, when they almost get relegated, come and tell me about they want to give player. Tottenham almost get relegated. And they're right here telling me that they want to give player. That is madness. Alvarez is for Barcelona, Giga. Now, Alvarez going to come to Arsenal, blood. Don't worry yourself. Alvarez going to come to Arsenal. Believe me, Alvarez going to come. Alvarez going to come, man. Don't worry. They're going to take them time, but he's going to come. It might be a little bit long, but he's going to come. Blow, no volley per player, man. What you crying for? Don't cry, man. You guys have a lot of players over there, man. Lot of players. Don't worry about the damn thing, man. Lot of players on over there. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Alvarez coming to Arsenal, man. I tell you, Berta knows something that we don't. You know what I mean? Berta knows something that we don't. And so, why don't Arsenal do charity with Tottenham, but do it with Chelsea? That's a good question. That's a good question, but to answer your question, Chelsea have better player than one. You answer me? Chelsea have better player than Tottenham. Plus, we just start get hate Chelsea like how we hate Tottenham. We just started to hate Chelsea like how we hate Tottenham. So, we done with charity with Chelsea as well. You know what I mean? We didn't do no more charity with Chelsea. And we definitely ain't doing no charity with Tottenham. You know what I mean? Though the charity thing kind of finished. Hey Riley, how are you? I'm good, blah. We're supposed to do some stuff today. But we'll pick up on it tomorrow, alright? Yeah. Atletico don't want their own smoke. Atletico playing smart, man. Atletico doing what they need to do. That's a smart way for them to do it. They do not want to sell to a rival. Imagine sell to a rival and then do a Ezedo. Remember said Tottenham is supposed to get Eze and Eze goes up and make a phone call and say, Mikel Arteta, don't let me go over to someone. Please. Arteta, alright, don't worry, I got you. You know what I mean? And he come and he repair. You get me saying he come and he repair. Hat-trick. Then the next game, 2. You get me? Boy, I tell people here, see, if there was a Tottenham player in that France team, Eze that score hat-trick in a cup, for some reason, entire Eze Tottenham player just get cross. When Eze Tottenham player, he just get upon a different level, he just kind of just start scoreboard. You know what I mean? If you even see a Tottenham banner in a stand, in score hat-trick. You know what I mean? They don't know how to trigger Eze, man. But voila. Speaking about Eze, me say I'm up on holiday and they make a post. You know what I mean? I will post say I'm enough. Something like that. So I don't know if much forward pan the situation where Arsenal they won by Rodgers. You know what I mean? I don't know if I troll a situation and make them know say, yo, me enough. You know what I mean? Because Eze is a better player than Rodgers. I'm not busy what nobody wants to say. Truth are the truth. You know what I mean? The truth are the truth. PG Mall title will help of all the refs cheating. Riley, today I sent you a message today explaining everything about fantasy. Okay, I'll check it out then. I'll check it out. The same way we took George Graham. I just went to Jigga profile and recognized him. You didn't recognize Jigga all along? Yeah. One of his first stream I saw of Riley was a collab live stream with Jigga. Yeah, me and Jigga used to do. What if a collab, man? Yeah, what if a collab me and Jigga used to do? But then Jigga sell me out and started in one collab them with the one people. I'm just playing. Glasses said Eze was a miss, I can't lie. But he still should have chose Tottenham because he will never shine the way he did at Crystal Palace with Arteta. He would be ball out at Tottenham. Who knows? He probably would have been a better fit at Tottenham for real because Tottenham need a Eze. We just wanted him. You know what I mean? We just brought him home because it was just the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It was just the right thing to do. So we just brought him home. You know what I mean? And that was that. You understand? So let's see. I think he's gonna be a good profile for us, regardless. I think he's gonna shine. I think this season is a season. You know what I mean? I think this season, I think last season he was still kind of in the shadow of being, you know what I mean, of all of what happened, and he was still learning how to play under Mikel and all of that, you know what I mean? But I think this season is gonna be different. You know what I mean? It's gonna be different. You get me? If we see that player that will step out of them shell, like the player like how he played in the World Cup against France, then we're up for a very intriguing season. Yeah, man, very, very intriguing season. And I'm looking forward to that. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to that. Because Eze is a baller. You know what I mean? Eze is a baller. He kind of play ball in a unique way. You get me? He play ball in a unique way. Xavi Simon is a scrub. Really? Why you say that? Why you say that? Yeah, but Eze had 3 good performances in an Arsenal shirt, and 2 of them were against Tottenham. but he would have had been way better at Tottenham. But no way he's gonna be good with Arteta with system. Eze is gonna be good, man. Eze is gonna be good. Believe me. Eze has learned how to play in Arteta system. That's what he's been doing. He's been learning how to play in Arteta system, and he's been coming good. Yes, I'm saying. Remember, Eze was a big man at Crystal Palace. You know what I mean? So he never have to do that run up and down, do that tackle. Eze used to be the Messi in a Crystal Palace. Just walk around until he get the ball. You know what I'm saying? But in Arsenal, he was another player. You get me? So he have to work for his spot and he have to work for his game. You understand? And those are what was going on with him. It take him one little time, as Eze does. You know what I mean? Take him one little time to put himself where he need to put himself. Get me? But at the end of the day, him take him time and he's there. So yeah, that is it. Toxic say I want to see more Eze screamers goals and a half field goal. Yeah, we need to see more of them screamers from Eze. We didn't see a lot of them last season. As I said, I don't know why. I think he was just in transit. And, you know what I mean? He was taking his time to come out of shell. So we never see a lot of screamer from him. But this time around, hopefully, we can see the real Eze show up. You know what I mean? And I think you need to show up and make a statement too, because see that Arsenal did a try by Morgan Rogers. Why? You know what I mean? Why? When we have Eze. You know what I mean? So I think Eze needs to step out and show, say, yo, look here, I'm foolish on the that. Why were you all trying to do that when I am still here? You know what I'm saying? Why? You get me, I say? Yes, so make we see. Guys, remember to put some like on the channel, you know. You know what I mean? Remember to put some like on the channel, man. Push the like button, man. You see me? Yeah, push the like button hard. And if you're new, subscribe to the channel, man. Glassy, you subscribe to the channel already? Yeah, man, do the damn thing, man. Subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? Well, if I Tottenham people over here, so you don't have to worry. Lots of Tottenham over here. They just start hiding since we win the title, but whenever they pop in now and then, and when football start, everybody gonna show up. So don't worry about it. Subscribe to the channel, become a part of the family over here. Alright? Yes, I. Eze was my favorite non-Tottenham player before he went to Arsenal. We'll never see his Palace days again, but at least he missed the penalty in the UEFA Champions League final. Well, that's one way to look at it. Or you can put it this way, that Eze is now a Premier League champion. You know what I mean? Eze is now a Premier League champion. Something that he will never achieve at Tottenham. You know what I mean? So you gotta look at things on a fair little level still. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, you got to look at things on a fair little level. You know what I mean? The man wanted to win the title, so him come on. He would have never see that. I thought no, he would have fight relegation battle. Eze no want to do them something. They fighting relegation battle. Nah. The Palace Eze has died. You're probably right. Because we need better than the Palace Eze. So him probably not there no more, but we have a new Eze where we are joining. You know what I mean? So you're probably right. You're probably a little bit right. You understand? So yeah, we're gonna make the damn thing work, man. Eze gonna become fantastic. Just watch. Look for Eze for the next 3 years. Just look what we're gonna get out of Eze. You know what I'm saying? Just look what we're gonna get out of Eze for the next 3 years. And you will see. Believe me. Toxic sending the gold coin. Yes, I. Yes, I. Yes, I. Toxic, I soon drop some membership videos for y'all. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, I soon drop some membership videos for y'all. Y'all know me. I'm going to do some acting. You know what I mean? And drop some membership video in the thing so the members can enjoy, you know what I mean, the luxury of what they paid for. You know what I'm saying? Yes, yes. So I saw do that, get it together, and push out some of that. You know? Also, as you can see, I'm determined to keep the night streams active and the day streams active. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to figure out the time of the day stream. The night stream is going to be this time, for sure. But I'm trying to get the time together of the day stream. You know what I mean? When everybody can be active. None of y'all was on the day stream today, no? None of y'all was on the day stream today. It was all total new persons on the day stream today. You know what I mean? Yep. No moderators. Didn't see no moderators today. So yeah. Uh just like Missouma wants something in Europe, some Arsenal have never seen. Hey, we're not trying to win them little European titles that you're talking about though. Those little European titles, the Europa League and the Conference League and them shit. We ain't trying to do that, man. We're not qualified to play those small titles. You know what I mean? No, we're not qualified to play those small titles. We're trying to win the Champions League. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can keep on talking about them Europe title and whatnot with that. We are not playing in. You know what I mean? Don't you see the reason why y'all are winning it is because we're not playing in it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like playing with children and we don't play with kids. You get me? Yeah, it's like playing with children and we don't do that. So yeah. It's a true Palace Ezra died and he was reborn with Arsenal, a champion. 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 That is it. He was reborn as a champion. Can you imagine how Eze feel to know say leave Crystal Palace and the next season in my Premier League champion? Come on, man. You know what kind of feeling that? That's a nice feeling. Very, very sweet feeling. So trust me. Y'all are deluded if you think we are seeing Palace Eze at Arsenal. He died Arteta. Hey, as I said, it's a different Eze, but it's an Eze that suits what we want. You know what I'm saying? It's an Eze that suits what we want. Trust me. It'll be alright, man. How are you bantering the Europa, when you got banged 4-1 in Europa League final, also Sporting? We're talking about decades ago. Wow. That's how far back you gone? That's a long time, my G. We're not qualified to play that league anymore, bro. No, that was when we were struggling financially. You know what I'm saying? We're stable now. We're not qualified to play that league anymore. You know what I mean? That's your kind of thing now, man. You get me? Yeah, man, that's your kind of thing now. Yeah, we don't do them downgrade anymore, man. We don't them downgraded, we don't do them downgrade anymore. So no. No. Yeah, we're big, we're giant now, man. We're giant in the business, so them look a league that's Tottenham kind of something. You get me? Yeah, man, Tottenham kind of something that. Yeah. But as we say now, subscribe to the channel now. Like your look bias. You're full of argument. You know what I mean? You're full of argument. Make sure so when time the shot them come around, you can manage them. Because they're gonna be here. You know what I mean? They're gonna be here. When the shot them come around, make sure you can manage them. Yeah, that was 7 years ago, a long time that. We don't look up. That's the reason why we don't have that coach no more. You know what I mean? That's the reason why that coach is fired. You get where I come from? Yeah, that's the reason why that coach is fired, man. That was a disgrace for sure. I ain't gonna lie, that was a disgrace for sure, man. Beaten by a poor Chelsea team. That was a disgrace for sure, man. So yeah, I do understand. I do understand. As I said, we're not qualified to play those kind of leagues anymore. You get me? We just play a Champions League final, bro. Where we lose by penalty. You know what I mean? So, at different levels. There's levels to this, you know. Yeah, man, there's levels to this, man. Don't worry about it. Levels to this, man. Yeah. So, that is it. That is it. But you guys have been doing some more signing still. You get me? And we start out good with the two defensive midfielder they want to sign. You know what I mean? A two average, little bit better than average midfielder, but them probably do well together. You know what I mean? Deserve kind of have a look at head pan body and look like him have an aim. You know what I mean? So yeah. Let's see. Title road everything, but I know you lots will turn out like the red Leicester. Yeah, that's wishful thinking, bro. That's wishful thinking, bro. You know what I mean? That's wishful thinking. You know that's wishful thinking. You get me? We are the Arsenal, man. I wishful thinking that, man. As I move well, don't mind us slow to act in the transfer window, you know. Don't mind us slow to act in the transfer window and think that's negligence on our part. No, that's purpose. You know what I mean? It's purpose. we know what we want, and we're not gonna settle for less than what we're supposed to get. That's when you are now the head of the table. When you're the head of the table, you have to get the best food to eat. You know what I mean? When you're head of the table, your food have to serve different. You understand what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I wanted Wharton more than everything, but I didn't get it. It's something it's a even that player, right? He's a fantastic player. People said, okay, why Arsenal don't go for him? It's cheaper than Bruno, but he's a defensive midfielder. He's a defensive midfielder. We're looking more for a roaming defensive midfielder. You understand what I'm saying? That's the reason why we're going for Bruno. You know what I mean? That roaming kind of defensive midfielder. You know what I mean? That's gonna step up and join the attack. Make that look a pass. We're gonna give away a goal. And those are what we're looking for. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, but that's fantastic player, man. I don't think he'll join Tottenham though, to be honest. You know what I mean? I don't think you guys would have gotten him anyway. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. You see me? But you guys are doing some business, you know what I mean? Only needed to get some signing. You know what I mean? Because of 2 seasons back to back on a battle relegation. You know what I mean? And that's not right. You get me? That's not right. We also had the easiest path to UEFA Champions League final. I don't know about that. There's no team as easy team. You know what I mean? All the team in the UEFA in the Champions League was better than Tottenham. So and y'all think you're a big club. So how are they easy? All the teams that were there were better than you because they're there and you're not. So how is it easy? Because y'all think you're all a pies. You know what I'm saying? And all the teams that were there were better than you. So we didn't have no easy nothing, man. There was no such thing as an easy part. You think this is Argentina? We are Argentina, bro. You know what I mean? This ain't Argentina, man. They say Frank and Angie are gone. Them 2 frauds. I think Frank was a double agent, you know. I don't know about Angie, but I think Frank was a double agent. I think Frank I think Frank was an undercover Arsenal man. Yeah, man. I think Frankie was an undercover Arsenal man. I ain't gonna lie. That man eat, sleep, and dream Arsenal football. You know what I mean? The man even drink out an Arsenal cup. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. Some things that Frank knows unforgivable though. As a Tottenham, as Tottenham fans. You know what I mean? As Tottenham fans, you know what I mean? Y'all should look at Frank and just, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Frank was drama, man. Frank was drama. Some things that Frank did was really, really unforgivable. But hey, I wish I would hire back. I wish I would hire back, man. Hire back, man. Frank had the G, man. I swear now, Frank had the real G. Has he gotten a job yet? Has he gotten a job yet? They say Kingsley ruined everything. I know one thing, bro. Looking forward to this season. I can't wait for the North London Derby come around. Can't wait. Make sure you're in the chat when the North London Derby come around, bro. Make sure you're in the chat. You know what I mean? I don't know if you're subscribed to the channel yet. You know what I mean? But make sure you subscribe to the channel and stick around. Alright? North London Derby gonna be fire. It's gonna be a little bit more challenging, but we're still going to the 3 points. Yeah, man, a little bit more challenging, but we're still going to take the 3 points. So make sure you're a subscriber and you're here. You know what I mean? Because the season's gonna be hot. A lot of young coaches fighting it out now. You know what I mean? The young coaches are fighting it out now. So it's a more even battle. It's a more even battle for the coaches. So but we see how well this season will finish. And everybody know any coach who win this are the best coach in the league. The coach that win this league this season around is the best coach in the league. For sure. For sure. You know what I mean? To me, all these coaches are level. Arteta just get a little bit of experience with Dean to kind of catch up. You know what I mean? With the other ones that already have experience. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Alonso. I think Alonso been managing before Arteta, right? Yeah. And he win himself some title as well. So yeah. And just get the catch up fever. You know what I mean? So Arteta just really put himself up on a little bit of level like the other coach just because. You know what I mean? He's been in the job for 6 years now and he has won the title in doing so. You know what I mean? So Arteta have 2 titles on them belt now. Imagine that. FA Cup and the Premier League to our England biggest title. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. He just need to figure out how to win the Champions League now. Yeah. That's what you need to do. Figure out how to win the Champions League now and it should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. But tomorrow is another day and we're going to see what in store for Arsenal Football Club tomorrow. Definitely not going through today. We get to the promises. We just keep on and get a bunch of broken promises. Promises. Them a promise we left, right, and center. Here promises. Like them think we don't have sense. You know what I mean? I think Arteta is a fraud. I hope you guys keep him. I want him at Arsenal. We're gonna keep him, man. Yeah, that's our fraud. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. That's our fraud. We're gonna keep him. It's fine. We're trying to renew his contract right now. You know what I mean? We're trying to renew his contract right now, man. So that's our fraud, man. We're gonna keep him, man. We're going with Arteta. You don't worry about our fraud, okay? When I ever give me the confidence, when I ever went all out for Garnacho. Don't understand why. Don't understand why. You know what I mean? Probably he sees something in the player that nobody else does. You know what I mean? Things like that happen sometimes. He went all out for Garnacho. So, yeah. Second bid $70 million. I don't know. Tomorrow we should wake up to hear what is the situation with what's going on with Bruno. You know what I mean? We should be at a concrete level better than what is happening today. Of what's going on with Bruno tomorrow. So yeah, that's the situation right there. You know what I mean? That's the situation right there. So people, yeah man, that's where we're at right now. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's been a quiet transfer for Arsenal. You know what I mean? Arsenal hierarchies them have we are struggle to find content. You know what I mean? Like them always sit down and talk about them other clubs, but we don't really want to. You know what I mean? But them not giving up to talk about. So what them think? What them expect? You know what I mean? What do they expect? You get me? Don't worry, we're gonna keep him forever, man. Y'all soon fire the coach that y'all have. Because that's what y'all want fast result. You know what I mean? And deserve ain't gonna win now. So y'all gonna fire him. You know what I mean? So trust me, y'all gonna always be the kind of club that y'all are. Because y'all don't know how to give time to people. Y'all behaving like Chelsea. Don't know why. So Chelsea, everybody trying to follow Arsenal now. They went for a manager. They don't call him coach no more. They call him manager, and they give them the keys to the kingdom. You know what I mean? To go and make it happen. It took us 6 years. I don't know how long it's gonna take you guys. You know what I mean? I know it took us a while. Because our coach, our manager never have no experience at all. You understand? So you have to be learning on the job. At least y'all get managers with experience already. So Let's see. Let's see. Chris in the building. Chris said, hey Riley, what's up? Was sleeping for the first time. Damn. Yeah, I've been live today. I've been live tonight. You know, what I mean, today in the day there was no moderator on the live. The only moderator that passed through was Ches. Ches was the only one that was there. Yeah, so I'm saying, and Nico came in and said hi and bye. Yeah, so I'm saying, yeah, Nico came in and said hi and bye. So yeah, I was by myself today, people, by myself. That was the situation. But thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for waking up and joining in. Yes, I. Deserve is fraud and needs to be gone. Why don't Roma just keep everyone they sack manager constantly? So let me ask you something. Being that everybody is fraud for you, what is the situation? Which coach do you want? Who is your dream coach? Who do you want? Chris said, I'll see and take care of that. All right, Chris. All right. Yeah. So remember that we're on a journey and we need to, you know what I mean, complete this journey in fantastic style. The season is coming up. I'm right here every day trying to figure out this app so I can put the scoreboard and stuff on the screen. But I don't know, man. I don't know. But I'll get it together. Don't worry. I will get it together. I want Anthony Conte back. Really? Really? Interested. Where's Anthony? Where's Conte these days? Where's Conte these days? Riley it in the A had a 101 degree day today and have another 100-degree day tomorrow. Hey, we all been facing those, Toxic. No joke. We all been facing those kind of days. Trust me, it's been rough. It's been rough here. I think I think we had a couple of over 100. We had a couple of 100 for several days. You know what I mean? It was crazy. I mean, like my air condition was blowing hot in my car. It could not cool down for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Hot. Air condition. I turn on my air conditioner and for the longest time I feel like I turn on the heater. Yes, I'm saying after winding down the windows to get out some of that hot air out of the car. It's been mad, man. It's been mad. Blah is back again. Chris said Toxic been really consistent here as well. I appreciate him showing up every day. Toxic always show up, man. Sometimes he has work on his plate, but trust me, he's normally here all the time, just like you, Chris. You know what I mean? Toxic said I work outside though. It sucked. Oh damn. I work inside a kitchen, man. You know what I mean? I work inside a kitchen. I don't see the outside until I'm done working. I don't see the outside until I'm done working. Trust me. Yeah. Glazzy sent a star. Big up yourself, Glazzy. Big up yourself. You still didn't tell me if you subscribe to the channel yet. You know what I mean? Still needed to subscribe to the channel, man. Your Tottenham brothers and sisters need help over here. You get me? Yeah, man. So still needed to subscribe to the channel, my bro. But we are doing what we need to do, doing the right thing. People, remember to like the channel as well. You know what I mean? Remember to hit that like button. Remember the memberships are there. You know what I mean? The memberships are there, so you can choose what membership you want to join. The videos will be going out soon for the members. You know what I mean? The videos will be going out soon for the members. I have a special thing that I'm going to do one time a week. You know what I mean? A special thing that I'm going to do once a week on this channel. You know what I mean? So you guys can look out for that as well. Look out for that as well. All right, I won't say it yet, but look out for that as well. It's something that you guys gonna like. It's something that you guys gonna like. Guarantee it's something that you guys gonna love. You know what I mean? And I think you guys gonna enjoy it as well. As I said, I'm always planning, thinking about new ways how to do stuff and all of that. So yeah. Um yeah, we're gonna be fantastic, man. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun. You get me? Oh, a lot of fun. And remember, join the membership, people. Do the membership thing there. You know what I mean? Because the members are going to be getting some treats from me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm going to put most of my active videos over there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Y'all know me. I like to laugh. I like laughter. You get me? So that is the situation. Yeah, so join the membership. You know what I mean? Let's do this. Let's do this properly. Let's do this the right way. You know what I mean? I'm glad to say you have way too many subs. I don't have way too many subs, Glazzy. Nah, man, I need 7 million subs. I don't even have 10,000 subs. You know what I mean? Well, it's a final sub. Well, I appreciate the sub, man. I appreciate the sub. I appreciate. Glazzy is a Tottenham supporter, man. That's why he's taking his time in subbing. But he don't know that we have a lot of Tottenham supporters over here. I keep on telling him that. Now we have a lot of Tottenham supporters over here. We have a lot of Chelsea supporters over here too. You know what I mean? Chris is a Chelsea supporter. Glazzy. Yeah, Chris is a Chelsea supporter and he's a moderator of the channel. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to show you that everyone is over here. Everyone is over here. Chris is a Chelsea supporter and he is a moderator of the channel. He is one of the dons with toxic. All these persons that you see in this moderator badge. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. He's a Chelsea supporter. And I don't like Chelsea. At all. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yes, still we're here because football is what brought us together. You know what I mean? So no worries, man. No worries. You're gonna get a little banter sometime and you're gonna hide and all of that, but it is what it is. I say, can I say all the best to your club? Do well this season. Show them haters. You don't mean that. You're lying. You lying. You don't mean that, Krish. You don't mean that. No, 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 no. You don't mean that. You don't mean. I hope Tottenham get relegated. But again, the small club mentality is still stuck in Arsenal transfer window proves it. It's not a small club mentality. We're showing people that we're a big club now. So we're choosing our prey. You know what I mean? We're choosing our prey, and we're not allowing anybody to overprice us on any player. That's a big club mentality, brother. You know what I mean? That's a big club mentality. That's not a small club mentality. If we not allow nobody to bully us on the transfer market like Chelsea or Tottenham, you went and paid 80 something million for a relegated player. Relegated player. That's mad. That's madness. And you overpay for Tonali and you're overpaid on his wages. Man, you better make sure that pretty stadium that y'all are making money. I'm telling you. Y'all better put that pretty stadium to work. Trust me. Alright, I heard high chance of Roger joining Madrid this summer. Perez is pushing now. Oh yeah, I've heard that. I hear the reason why he's not even there in the first place is because Perez wasn't really interested. So is he interested now? That's good. That's good. That's not bad. If he's interested now, that's good. Glad that they got to learn from Chelsea. We don't want to learn nothing from Chelsea, man. Them brown envelope that y'all pushing. We don't want no. I don't know. If y'all didn't have oil, y'all be broke long time. You know what I mean? Broke long time. Sign a goalkeeper who hasn't kicked a ball in 3 years. And Zolis. Zolis is better than all the players that you have, man. What are you worried about? You stay right there. Fernandez isn't the reason West Ham were relegated. That's a fact. I didn't say he was a reason. I didn't say it was a reason. I said he was still a relegated player. So you bought a relegated player from a relegated club for that much money? You buy a championship player for over $80 million. That's crazy. That is a championship player for them kind of money. That is mad, man. Come on, you have to look at it how I'm looking at it. He has become a championship player, and you bought him for £80 million. That is crazy. The reason why, remember, Tonali wanted to come to Arsenal. He was offered to Arsenal. You know what I mean? Arsenal was entertaining him until we got to his wage. That wage is ridiculous. We ain't paying him that. And we wasn't going to pay 100 mil for him anyway either. You know what I mean? Those are desperate buys. You know what I mean? Those two buys were desperate buys. And y'all just bring the market in chaos. You get me? Those were desperate buys, man. You know that. You know that. Y'all mess up the transfer market. Those buys were so desperate now that we're looking at 117 million for Rodgers. Yes, I'm saying? That's mad. That's mad. Where are you getting to sell us the Zalis hype? Classic Arsenal fan. You didn't know who he was a week before he signed. Them camps are always misleading. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You're right. You're right. You're perfectly right, man. But guess what? It's not always misleading though. It's not always misleading. But at the end of the day, a lot of these players were bought, and we don't know nothing about them until they came to some clubs. You know what I mean? A lot of these players that we bought from them Bournemouth and them little smaller clubs are them same Zolis that they bought, and after a season they blow up and become fantastic. You know what I mean? But we're wishing, we're open for the best with Christopher Zolis, and we're hoping that is a player that come through. You know what I mean? Because it's the only signing that we got so far this season, and that's the reason why we're trying to stay positive and just run with it. I'm going to be honest with you, as Arsenal fans, this is what we're doing. We're just staying positive and running with it because this is the only real signing that we have so far this season. You get me? As soon as we get another marquee signing, we're not going to be speaking about Zalis no more. But it's the only signing we have, so we got to hype him up the best we can. You know what I mean? But I do think that when you read reports, so it's not just the media clips and stuff like that that we're worried about. When you read reports about who the player is, you know what I mean? Then, you know what I mean? And then numbers, football is a numbers game, as I keep on mentioning. Numbers don't lie. Zalis score a lot of goals and he assists a lot of assists. So he has something to offer. You know what I mean? Just hopefully he can do it. Hopefully. Chris said Arsenal willing to pay 70 mil for Bruno. Let's see how it end up and who takes him. Toxic to okay, that's Spanish. Blah, we speaking English. You know the market is crazy now, but that's the price. But I'll also pay 170 for Rodgers in the big game. Those players make the difference in the big. I will not pay 170 for Rodgers. Not gonna lie. No. No. Bruno G is 29 next month, and you guys bid 70 for him. That's worse. No, we bid 70 for an experienced world class player. That's the difference. Bruno G is a world class player. He is. You know what I mean? That's the difference. We're not bidding for a player that hasn't proven himself yet. We're bidding for a player that has proven himself against Arsenal time and time and time again. World class player. You know what I mean? It's like Glassy, let them glorify their players. I ain't gonna lie. Why do I get a tag team from Tottenham and Chelsea? This don't make no sense. Tottenham and Chelsea tag team. Chelsea are with, oh Lord. Two London club. I ain't gonna lie. I wish both of y'all get relegated. uh, but Chelsea, Tottenham has put themselves in a better position this season. Though. I don't think y'all should be fighting no more relegation battle. You know what I mean? Y'all should be steadfast and sturdy. You know what I mean? Hold your head up, hold your heads up. Just bring our 6 points to us, and then I don't care what y'all want to do with everybody else. The 6 points that y'all have, home and away, just bring it to Arsenal, and then y'all can go beat up Chelsea and all of them. Yeah. 70 million for a 29-year-old. Why not add another 30 and go for, because it's not what we're looking for. I mentioned that to you earlier on. I don't know if you were listening. It's a Wharton is a defensive midfielder, a defensive minded midfielder. We already have Rice for that. What we're looking for is we're looking for a attacking, defensive attacking minded midfielder, which is what Bruno is. You know what I mean? Two different profiles. Two total different profiles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, two different profiles. And Arteta is going all out to get Bruno. So trust me, it's a profile that Arteta wants, he needs, and he's gonna get. You know what I mean? We should wake up tomorrow and here we go. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, hopefully. Yeah, we should wake up tomorrow here. I'm tired of damn every day just getting up and nothing and going to Arsenal. No, I'm sick of it. So yeah. You guys ain't winning the league. It's tough for you guys. No replacement for Saliba. Your wingers position isn't sorted yet. Well, we still have wingers though. You know what I mean? We still have our wingers. So I don't know. What's the big deal? We still have wingers. You get me? Yeah. Blah leaving. Good night, Blah. Have yourself a good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Yeah, no. But we will be all right. It's going to be sorted out. That much I know. It is going to be sorted out. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is going to be sorted out. Don't think you have watched Adam. He's a basket type profile. Wharton is also an attacking DM, and he can do both. He was man of the match and create the most chance in the conference league final. Interesting. Okay. I heard Gunners want to win the Champions League, but doesn't look like seeing their transfer window. I know one thing. Are you playing in the Champions League this season, sir? Huh? Is Chelsea in the Champions League this season? Answer that. Answer that. All right, people, but we're gonna call this one a night for us tonight. You know what I mean? Appreciate everybody that passed through. Classic. Big up yourself, man. Thank you for passing through and holding our vibes with us, man. You know what I mean? It gets better than this. Don't worry. I said the banter starting in a month. You know what I mean? When everybody start coming back, when the league starts, make sure you're ready. Because it's fire over here. Promise. You know what I mean? I promise. But thank you for being a part of the channel. Thank you for joining the community. You know what I mean? Krish, big up your damn self. You know what I mean? Big up yourself, man. And everybody else, when they sit up on the stream and watch, still appreciate you. Yeah? Yeah, man. Still appreciate you. Get me? Yes, I. Yes, I. But big up on yourself. You know what I mean? It's been fun. It was good. It was nice. You know what I mean? And y'all make it happen. Good luck to everyone in life. Big up yourself, classy. Big up yourself. Same to you, man. Same to you. Same to you. Wish you all the best in the season coming. You know what I mean? As I said, just carry our 6 points to us, and then you can go beat up everybody else. You understand? Yeah, man, that is it. That is it. But yeah, football is coming back. We have Arsenal preseason. As I said, I'm going to be bringing some of those games, mostly at halftime. You know what I mean? Because that's when I get off work. So mostly at halftime, I'll be bringing some of those games. There's a game that's 10 o'clock in the morning. I won't be able to bring that at all. No, I won't be able to bring that one at all. But I'll be able to bring the rest. You know what I mean? We're able to bring the rest, at least halftime. You know what I mean? So we will be looking at what's going on with the players' fitness, and we will be seeing a lot of Christopher Salis, you know what I mean, in this preseason. So, yeah. Riley, at what time you start your night stream? I don't know what time to tell you. Pretty much, I start my night stream an hour and a half ago. You know what I mean? So you kind of whatever time you have now, back it an hour and a half to 2 hours, and that's when I start my night stream. You know what I mean? Whatever time you have now. So I start my night stream at 10 o'clock for me or 10:30. Between 10 o'clock and 10:30 for me, I start my night stream. Give and take. That's my every night time between 10 and 10:30, and I try to last like a hour, like a hour and a half or 2 hours. So if I start at 10, I last 2 hours. If I start at 10:30, I do a hour and a half. You know what I mean? 10:30, 10 o'clock, 10:30 at my place. Yeah, 10 o'clock, 10:30 at my place. So yeah. So being that I started 10:30 today, I started a little bit later than 10:30 today because I was studying this app and the time get away from me. And I didn't get a chance. So I started a little bit later than that. And that's the reason why I'm here catching up now. You know what I mean? Just doing it. Doing it. I still have 3 minutes to go anyway, because I'm doing an hour and a half. So I still have pretty much 3 minutes to go. So that one person that I've not liked the channel yet, go ahead and like the channel, man. Like the channel. Because when you start the stream is here, many of our people from UK aren't able to join because it's early morning for them, like 5 to 6 a.m. for them. Yeah, but the thing about it is this, as I said before, they were always here last season. You know what I mean? They were here last season, man. They were here last season. A lot of them set up. That's where I met a lot of them last season. But then remember, I have the day stream as well. So I had two communities pretty much, and that's what I'm trying to get back at. I had two communities. I had a night community and I had a day community. You know what I'm saying? And both community was fun. The night was a lot more fun because the night was a lot more banterism and people was just trolling each other, and it was just a vibe. You get me? But I had the night community and the day community. So I'm building both communities back and see if I can get them to interchange with each other and stuff like that. But I do understand that the European people it's early in the morning for them, before day in the morning for them. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, but we gonna make it happen, man. We gonna make it happen. It's a lot of fun. We're going to push. As I said, I'm getting the community ready for the start of the league. You know what I mean? That's why I started pushing so hard, and I'm making sure that it's happening. You know what I mean? I'm making sure that it's happening. That's why I'm pushing so hard right now. So when the beginning of the league is up and running, everybody is already back. You know what I mean? Everybody's already back. So yeah, this is it. For me, it's 8 a.m., so it's all fine. And other guys, they'll be joining as well. Yeah, 8 a.m. for you. That ain't bad. It's almost 12:30 for me right now, midnight. It's almost 12:30 a.m. for me right now. So you see, it's like I don't get much sleep at all. I'm always just putting in the work and trying to make sure it happens. 12:30 a.m. for me right now. So yeah, we're pushing and making sure that we bring our channel to where it needs to go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we're gonna make sure that we good. And we back at it tomorrow again. Hopefully tomorrow we have some good news. You know what I mean? some good news. You know what I mean? No more hijacks from Chelsea, hopefully. Yeah, no more hijacks from Chelsea, hopefully. So hopefully tomorrow we have some proper news about what's going on with our team, Arsenal Football Club, and the transfer. Bruno, here we go, loading for tomorrow. All right? Yeah, so that is it. That is it. Hey, big up everybody in the chat. You know what I mean? Thank you guys for being here, man. Thanks for the love, the support. Appreciate it all. You know what I mean? Appreciate it all. Appreciate you for that. Keep pushing. We're going to make it big. We are going to make it big, man. We're not stopping. We're not stopping. We're not stopping. So, big up on yourself. See you tomorrow, Chris. You know what I mean? Big up to everybody. You know what I mean? That's here. You know what I mean? That's been chilling with us the whole time and making this thing happen. You know what I mean? We will see you again tomorrow. Hopefully, as I said, we have some proper news to carry. I still need to do a video on Christopher Zallis. I'll do it tomorrow. I haven't done it yet. So I'm going to do a video on Christopher Zallis tomorrow. I'm too tired to do it tonight. I normally do it tonight, but we're too tired to do it tonight. So I'll do it tomorrow. All right? Until then, people, big up on the damn self. This is Riley.